Hi everybody, this is Boog S Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the NECA San Diego Comic-Con 2024 exclusive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 40th Anniversary First Turtles 2-pack. So before we take a look at the smaller turtle and his accessories, let's go ahead and take a look at the larger turtle and his. Now you can mix and match the accessories with either figure. You will need to buy 4 sets of these, that way you can make all the different combinations with each of the figures. So first up, this large turtle comes with a set of open hands. Up next, he comes with a set of accessory holding hands. Up next, he comes with a set of swords, so you can make him into Leonardo. And I really love the sculpt of these swords. Just a little dent that's taken out of the blade up here, the black lines painted in between the red and yellow. That looks very nice. I think this looks very cool, and this is probably how I'm going to leave the figure displayed, because that looks very awesome. Up next, you get a pair of sais, so you can make him into Raphael, and just like with the swords, these look very nice, but I still think the swords look the best in his hands. You also get these nunchucks attached to the wrist piece right there. They actually do have a real chain on them, and I think that's very nice, but these are so loose. These are constantly falling off on me, and they don't even want to go in. They're just very loose. So yeah, that does bother me. I'm probably going to glue them down because you can see this one's just about ready to fall out. I don't know if anyone else is having that issue with theirs, but yeah, mine are constantly popping off. Up next, you get the standard angry head sculpt. I like the way the eyes are painted, make it look like he's got a scowl. That looks very nice. And finally, he comes with an alternate, even angrier head sculpt with his teeth showing. You can see his teeth are gritted right there. And the white paint came out very clean, as well as the black lines in between each tooth. That looks very awesome. This is definitely how I'm going to leave the figure displayed, because I absolutely love the way this looks. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the figure. So NECA did a fantastic job at sculpting and painting this. In particular, I love the way the black paint is on the shell right there. That looks really good. I also really love the little lines on the shell. That really makes it feel like a sketch. I like the shading. That looks very nice. And the sculpt and paint work on the back of the shell is just as good, if not better. I love how it's done in this light brown color, and you have some dark brown around the edges right here, as well as black in between all of the patterns right here, and black lines sculpted and painted on. That looks fantastic. I just really love that brown shading right there. That looks really good. The black paint on the elbows and knee pads and wrist pads right here look very nice. The articulation is pretty hindered because of the way it's sculpted. I do wish there would have been a cut right here, that way you could move the torso a little bit, but it is one solid piece. You can actually see that that's sculpted and painted really well. The lines right there came out very clean. The arms are mostly going to be down like this, so you really didn't need that detail, but they did paint that on there, and I really like that. You also get some nice shading there on the tail. This figure just looks really, really nice. This is one of my favorite NECA Ninja Turtle figures. I just really love the way it looks. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. So he has a ball-jointed head and neck that can look up all the way. He can look down just about all the way. He can move his head side to side. It's a little tricky to get it to move up here, but it does move side to side in the neck very well, and all the way around. He has shoulders that can move out that far, single-jointed elbows that can bend in just a little bit, swiveled wrists that can move side to side and up and down, ball-jointed hips that really can't move out at all. They can kick forward very slightly, can't kick back at all. You do get, is it a swivel? Yeah, just a single swivel here on the tail, and ankles that can move down all the way, can't move up at all, and side to side. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the smaller turtle and his accessories. So first up, this turtle comes with a set of open hands. Up next, he comes with a set of accessory holding hands. Up next, he comes with a set of nunchucks with some real chain right here, and these look fantastic. I really love the way these look. I was going to put them in the bigger turtle's hands, but now that I've had the swords and the sais in the hands, they're way too stretched out to actually fit these. But these look really good, and I'm definitely going to add a wire up through these, that way they can be posed around. That'll look really cool. Up next, you get an additional nunchuck that looks like it's spinning. And this looks fantastic. NECA did a very awesome job on that. That looks very, very cool. It's painted and sculpted very well. I love the little black lines, make it look like the motion and everything. That is very awesome. Up next, he comes with this baton. Not a whole lot of sculpt or paint detail, but it still looks very nice. Up next, you get the staff to make him Donatello, and this looks very nice. You get a little bit of wood grain sculpted and painted on there with the black lines, and the wrapping is sculpted and painted very well. It's painted in gray and has black paint in between all the little ridges there, and that looks very awesome. NECA did a really awesome job on that. Up next, you get this kind of smug looking head sculpt. It's got a little bit of a grin to it. This looks really good. All of the black painted lines came out very clean. And finally, you get my favorite head sculpt, the angry one. You can see the teeth gritted on this head sculpt, just like on the previous one as well. And that looks really good. This is definitely the head sculpt I prefer to leave on this figure. I also forgot to mention on the last turtle, the bandana back here is articulated, so you can get it blowing in the wind whichever way you want. And I think that looks really cool. The sculpt of this turtle looks very, very nice as well. You get more articulation on this one. He's a thinner and leaner body mold, so you do get a lot better articulation on this one. The black paint on this came out clean for the most part. You can see up here where it dipped a lot, so there is a lot of black paint missing right here. That's really my only complaint with that. You do get the nunchucks on the side right here, and these are attached a lot better than on the larger turtle. My only complaint is, if I remember right, the sketch actually only has one of these. I believe it was just one. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, that's a minor gripe. You can also see a little scuff mark on this where the base color of gray is showing through right there. You get even more sculpt and paint on the shell of this turtle. You get some really nice black painted lines in between the shell right here. And you get some nice texturing right here. The little bumps on the shell are painted and sculpted on. So that looks really good. This one has a longer tail. You get some black shading on it as well. That looks very nice. The little lines painted on there came out very clean. You also get some around the toenails right there. So that's about all to go over with this figure. So let's go ahead and go over the articulation on this one. So this one has a ball jointed head and neck that can look all the way up. Can look just about all the way down. Can move the head side to side very nicely up here and down here at the neck, and you can move that all the way around. The shoulders only move out that far. The right side does move out a little more than the left. These elbow joints feel very fragile, so I don't want to move them very much. Has a single jointed elbow that can bend in that far, swiveled wrist that can move side to side and up and down very nicely, ball jointed hips that can't quite do a split, can kick forward all the way, back just a little bit, very nice thigh swivel, single jointed knees that can bend back that far, swivel ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, a nice ankle rocker, and a swivel at the tail. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here they are next to the Mirage Leonardo figure. Here they are next to Cartoon Raphael. Here they are next to the new Playmates Michelangelo figure with the added articulation and sculpt. And finally, here they are next to the first movie Donatello figure. So overall, I think NECA did a fantastic job on these. These are sculpted and painted very, very well. And I think these are my second favorite San Diego Comic-Con exclusives next to the camera reveal Predator. NECA just did a fantastic job on these. And hopefully everyone that wanted one was able to get one. Though if you did miss out on this, you will be getting a second chance. Walmart has recently put up tags for black and white versions of this 2-pack. So while they might not be the color versions, you will get another chance to get these in black and white, and I'm definitely going to pick them up. I think the black and white will look fantastic on these figures. Then it truly will look like the sketch. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.